Hello, good evening, everybody. At the sound of my voice today, we've come with another wonderful episode in today's Realities of Life. We are talking about something that affects nearly every relationship, friendship, family. Pain. You might ask yourself, what is pain? Pain doesn't necessarily mean when somebody falls down and rises again. Pain is in different categories. There are several pains that people cannot see. There are pains that are inwards. That is the pain that most people carry. That is the most rampant one. The betrayal that nobody gets over is caused by that pain. The rejection that nobody processes is caused by that same pain. The heartbreak that nobody is healed from, so many people are not healed from, is caused by that pain. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Many people aren't fighting you, but they're not happy with you. They are fighting the wounds from their past. Maybe their past relationships, maybe past whatever. People that they've come across in past years. That is whom they are fighting. But the irony of it is that people around them get a pinch of it. Most people around them get a pinch of it for what they know nothing about. Most of these people, they are fighting hurts from the past. And sometimes without realizing it, they make others pay, like I rightly said. So today we are asking this question: why do hurting people hurt others? People that are hurt in life, why do they hurt others? This is Realities of Life, where we confront the truth even when it hurts. I would like it if you can lend me your ears to this short story. This is episode 7. I am Reverend Mrs. Meldis Bidwell Tekpelibe with you on stage this night, and I have my co-host, Apostle Dr. Bidwell Tekpelibe. You're welcome, sir.
You're welcome, thank you.
This short story is a real lifestyle, so lend me your ears and be attentive as I tell you the story. Michael was known for being cold, distant, and difficult, very difficult to deal with. Every relationship he entered ends the same way. He's encumbered with arguments, emotional withdrawal, trust issues. People call him toxic. But what they didn't know was what Michael went through in his earlier years. Michael had been betrayed by somebody he trusted most. Instead of healing, he built walls around him. And those walls didn't just protect him, they wounded everyone that came close to him. Because unhealed pain rarely stays hidden. It eventually spills over to the other people. Man of God, sir, having listened to this story about Michael, I want to ask you some questions so that you can explain to us. Number one is this: why do people who have been hurt in the past often end up hurting other people that are around them presently?
Okay, thank you so much, Reverend.
You're welcome, sir.
All of you, you're welcome to our Realities of Life HQ, where we confront the truth. And today's episode is very important because hurting people hurt others. And you've got to understand that, there are certain key points I want to bring out that will help us to understand why such is the phenomena, especially when somebody is hurt and is carrying some wounds over the years, or over the months, over some time. Unhealed pain becomes someone else's problem. Now you start having issues. Now, hurting people hurt others because they carry an unhealed pain. And that unhealed pain affects their emotions, affects the way they relate to people.
Yes.
And until that pain is healed, it's like a physical wound that you covered without treating it. It's going to smell after a few times.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to smell. So that is the way it is. in people that hurt others. They have an unhealed pain which they have not healed, which has not been healed either by them or by any other means that they feel that they can heal it, which you are going to hear today. There are different ways you can heal those pains. But the point is, hurting people, they hurt others because they have unhealed pain.
Thank you, sir. The second question goes like this.
Okay.
Is every toxic person evil, or are some simply wounded?
Is every toxic people what?
Are they evil?
Are they evil?
Yes. Are they evil, or are some simply wounded?
Okay. Just like physical pain, when it comes on you, when you have a physical pain, it hurts.
Yes.
You know. So, and then anything that happens around you that time, you know, receives a bit of it. Okay. The same way, emotionally, when people are hurt, you know, it happens in their mind, and that pain, they carry it along, you know, and they begin to displace aggression.
Yes.
And by the time you know it, you know, everybody around them knows that this person is going through some pain or a condition or a situation,
yes,
which has not been dealt with. So they are not actually evil. The thing that is happening with them is that in their mind, they're harboring, you know, pain. Yes, they're harboring pain. The person might be a good person, you know, but because of the emotional stress that pain has caused, you know, so people that come around that time might get a part of it, and then they conclude. Most of us do conclude quickly about people, you know, when we see them behaving in a certain way. Attitudes at times are, you know, situations that people are passing that are unsolved. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. So they carry it along, and they bring it out in their relationship. They bring it out in their families, in their workplaces, in their school spaces. You know, these are the kind of things that happen. So people that are toxic are not necessarily evil. You know, because when you use the word evil, it sounds so harsh. You know, yeah, they are not necessarily evil, but they have a psychological situation which needs attention.
Okay.
Yes.
You viewer, at the sound of my voice, I hope you're hearing it now. I would like you to open up your heart, open up your spirit, so that whatever you hear today, you put it into you, allow it enter into your spirit. That is the only time you can help yourself. If you're hurting and you're listening to this program, it will help you so much. Just open up your spirit and see what happens. Not everyone bleeds where people can see it. Some are bleeding inwardly, internally. You can't see it. You cannot see it. Some are fighting battles they never talked about, they never want to talk about. Let us ask our Papa the third question again. Papa, sir, how can unresolved trauma sabotage relationships, friendships, and families?
Okay. Now, first of all, you must understand that it's your personal responsibility to address whatever situation or whatever condition that you're passing through in life.
Yes.
It's your personal responsibility. It's either you face it or you continue to, you know, suffer the consequences of it. You know, many people, they run away from their challenges. I prefer to call it challenges. Yes. So many people run away from their challenges. But the more you run away from your challenges, is the more things get tougher.
Yes.
But if you address it, you will find out that it's something that can easily be washed away, and then you regain yourself again. You know, anything that has to do with your psyche must be given attention to. It's not something you wish away. Okay. Even before you begin to pray concerning that, you must have to deal with it. And then you can now commit it to God in prayer.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't just commit it to God in prayer. You have not made any attempts to deal with it. You understand? So it's your personal responsibility to go for it and to deal with it.
All right. You have heard it now. Wherever you are, if you know you're hurting in any way, it is your personal responsibility to deal with it. Being hurt doesn't give you permission to hurt others.
That is true.
Make up your mind. Accountability matters a lot. Okay? All right, sir. We get to the last question now. But
there's another thing I remembered now.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people that are hurt, they think it is their right to hurt others. So if you follow them up, you find out that they will tell you, after all, I'm going through many things. So I mean, people have to understand me. No, people don't need to understand you. You have to understand that you are living in an ecosystem, in a world that have other people.
Yes.
So you address your challenge yourself. You address your challenge yourself.
Yes.
If you cannot address it, then you seek for help.
Good.
A lot of people don't like to seek for help. They want to pretend as though everything is okay. So you see them making mistakes. You see them making mistakes. When you are hurt, the pain is not a right to you to hurt others. So even when you hear people say things like hurting people hurt others, that's not a good one. You must do everything possible not to hurt people around you because of what you are carrying. A lot of us have issues. A lot of us have challenges that we have battled, and then most of the challenges are not even gone, but we still carry them along because we trust in God to help us to go through it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So don't say because you are going through pain, therefore you should be hurting people. No. You continue to behave like that, it will not be long. You alone will be living in your own sphere and nobody will be around you. And the problem now will be increased. So the best thing is to know it by yourself that it is your personal responsibility to confront that situation, sort it out with whoever that is involved, and then take it to God, and then everything will be all right.
Okay. You have heard that Papa and now again say, though your trauma is not your fault, but it is your responsibility to accept that healing. Get healed. If you can accept it, that is the only time healing takes place. And until then, you will be hurting others. So, if you can force yourself and let the healing arise in you, let it take place in you, so that the pain will ease off. Okay? Papa, sir, the fourth question, the last but not the least, is what does true healing actually look like? When we talk about healing, what does it look like? Because some people might be listening to me, some people that are listening to us now might not know what it means to get healed.
Okay, healing is in two ways. The first one is to be healed emotionally, and then to be healed spiritually.
Good.
When you are healed emotionally and spiritually, you are balanced.
Yes.
Then you are balanced. You can face your life and be happy. Many people don't understand that you must be healed emotionally, and then that is why many of them carry it over into their spiritual life, and they make a shipwreck because they think because they are spiritual, then their emotional situation is taken care of. Yes and no. Why? You must address the emotional aspect. Because your spirit is still in a human body. I want to go Christian wise right now, in case you're not a Christian and you are watching us. I want to go Christian wise now, or even wise spiritually. Man is a tripartite being, and then your soul, and which controls your emotions, and your spirit and your physical body, the three goes together.
Yes.
So if you are healed spiritually, you feel you have prayed and then you got some peace a little while, and you have not dealt with it emotionally. Do you understand? Maybe by calling the person that you have issue with and sorting it out, like the Bible enjoins us to do. Say, go to the one that have hurt you and then let him know that he hurt you. Don't keep it to yourself. And then if the person does not want to do something about it, take somebody along and go to him. If he says no, then tell the church. Then if he says no, then let the person become an outcast to you. Stay away from that person. That's what it tells you. And in a certain place in the scripture, he enjoins us. He said, mark them that behave in a certain way that is contrary to what you have learned. Yes. If this person is the source of your pain, and you know that this person is the source of it, you've tried everything possible to sort things out, and it continues. What are you supposed to do? Stay away from the person. Don't hate the person. Love the person from a distance. Do you understand? So that emotional healing, which has to do with meeting with the person, is very, very important. And that's where many people fail it. They run away from it. And they think they can use prayer and fasting to cover it. It will not cover it. Secondly, spiritual healing is very important, because if you are healed emotionally and you are not healed spiritually, let's assume it's a pattern, which we are going to talk again.
Yeah.
If it's a pattern, then after a while, even though you have been healed emotionally, it will come back again. So you need prayer. You need to pray. You need a deliverance. We're going to talk about it now in a very short way. So these are the two ways you must be healed: emotionally and spiritually. And then your body will be in order. You'll be happy once again.
All right. I hope you're listening, and I hope you're understanding what we are talking about. Two ways, two types of healing: emotional healing, spiritual healing. Both of them go hand in hand. You cannot say you're healed spiritually and you're not healed emotionally. No, the healing can't take place. It won't be complete. So at the end of the day, looking at it from this angle, we see that pain is real, trauma is real, betrayal is real, but healing must also become real.
Yes.
It can only be real when you accept it and make room for it, make yourself available, and it becomes real. Because you don't heal what hurt you, you may end up hurting so many people, and you might end up regretting. The goal isn't to become bitter. The goal is to become better. And how do you become better? By accepting healing and seeing yourself healed. Yes, we have come to the end of today's episode 7. This is Realities of Life, where we don't just talk, we give solutions. Thank you. Papa, sir, is there any other thing you want to say as we round up?
Yeah, there is something that came to my mind when it has to do with, we're talking about healing. You just said something about healing. Now, if it's a generational cycle situation where people in a certain family, they get hurt easily, and there are situations, where they are bitter, about themselves or about people around them, entering into squabbles, and from time to time, what you need is healing. What you need is healing. And this is where you have to call your pastor or whoever that is going to be of help to you spiritually, either your pastor or your leader or your prayer partner or whatever. You need healing. You need healing, because without that healing, you cannot break the generational cycle. I've seen families that are in pain, and no matter what they do psychologically, even going to counselors and doing everything, going to psychologists, still they go around that bitter cycle. So what you need is healing, spiritual healing. And you need prayer so that generational cycle will be broken, or family patterns needs to be broken. Your emotional dysfunction is as a result of that. At times it's a spiritual matter, at times it's not a physical. Maybe nobody has hurt you, but you just, inwardly you don't feel satisfied, you don't feel balanced emotionally. And the next thing that you want to met it out on people around you. It does happen. So what you need, if you notice that everybody is complaining about you, then go on your knees and pray. Go to God. Start the scriptures. There are things that you need to do. Pray. When you pray, God comes into it. That's what prayer does for us. Prayer brings God into the situation. We are able to handle matters. But when you notice that you cannot handle a situation, then invite God into it. And that is what is called prayer. You enter into fellowship with your Father, you tell him the situation, and then you pray. And then the matter gets solved. That particular generational cycle will be broken. The family pattern will come to an end. And it will not happen. Because if you carry it on like that, you start another relationship. It moves into another relationship.
Yes.
That one breaks. You carry it along. Because it's an emotional thing as well. It is a spiritual thing.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. So we have come to the end of today's episode. I wanted to know one thing. Just as our Papa has said, hiding your wounds doesn't make you strong. What makes you strong is the ability to be healed. Because the moment you're healed, the cycle of hurt will be cut. I urge you today, make yourself available. Get healing, be healed, so that you enjoy life. Thank you so much. God bless you as we see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.